In a vast, mystical forest where darkness ruled and the only light came from shimmering fireflies, there lay a small, humble village. The villagers depended entirely on the gentle glow of the fireflies to light their homes, guide their paths, and keep the dangers of the night at bay. This harmony was possible thanks to the mysterious and benevolent Firefly King, a magical being who ruled over all fireflies and ensured that their light never faded. But one day, without warning, the Firefly King disappeared. The fireflies dimmed, their glow flickered uncertainly, and the forest began to plunge into darkness. The villagers grew desperate, for without the fireflies, they could not survive. Rumors swirled that the king had been taken, or perhaps he had abandoned them. No one knew the truth. In this village lived a poor but brave boy named Aryan. His home was on the edge of the forest, where the darkness crept closer every night. Aryan's mother was ill, and without the light of the fireflies, he could no longer fetch herbs to heal her. One night, as he sat by her bedside, his father's old lantern caught his eye. The lantern contained a single glowing firefly. A gift, he had once been told, from the Firefly King himself. As Aryan watched the tiny creature flicker faintly in the lantern, a thought struck him. If he could find the Firefly King, perhaps he could restore the light to the village and save his mother. With his lantern in hand and a determined heart, Aryan set off into the heart of the dark forest. The forest was unlike anything Aryan had imagined. Without the fireflies' glow, the trees loomed like shadowy giants, and strange sounds echoed in the distance. Yet the little firefly in his lantern guided him, its faint light pointing the way. Early in his journey, Aryan encountered a sly, silver-coated fox with glowing eyes. "Why venture so deep, boy?" the fox asked with a grin. "The Firefly King is gone. No one dares search for him." Aryan stood firm. "I have to try. My village needs him." The fox offered to guide Aryan, but demanded a price: the firefly in his lantern. Aryan refused. Realizing Aryan's resolve, the fox laughed and vanished, warning him that the path ahead would be treacherous. Deeper in the forest, Aryan stumbled upon a still, moonlit lake. As he approached the water, hundreds of tiny fireflies appeared, their lights dancing across the surface. They spoke in unison, their voices soft and musical. "Do you seek the king?" they asked. "Do you seek his light for yourself or for others?" Aryan answered honestly, "I seek his life to save my village and my mother. Without him, we cannot survive." The fireflies buzzed in approval and formed a glowing bridge across the lake, allowing Aryan to continue his journey. At the heart of the forest, Aryan discovered an ancient hollow tree. Inside he found a glowing book resting on a pedestal. The book seemed alive, its pages flipping on their own. It told the story of the Firefly King. Long ago, the Firefly King had been an ordinary firefly, but his heart shone brighter than any other. His light grew so strong that he could illuminate the entire forest. Seeing his power, selfish humans tried to capture and control him. Heartbroken by their greed, the king retreated into hiding, vowing never to share his light again. As Aryan closed the book, he felt a warm glow behind him. Turning around, he saw the Firefly King himself, a magnificent being with wings that shimmered like 1,000 stars. His light was blinding yet beautiful, casting away the shadows. "You have come far," the king said, his voice deep and resonant. "Why do you seek me, knowing what humanity has done to me?" Arian knelt and replied, "I know humans have wronged you, but not all of us are the same. My village needs you, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to prove that your light will be cherished and protected." The king studied Arian for a long moment, then smiled. "Your heart shines as brightly as mine once did. I will return, but only if you promise to protect the light, not just for your village, but for all who need it." Arian swore his promise, and the king's light filled the forest, awakening every firefly. The darkness melted away, and Arian followed the king back to the village. When the villagers saw the Firefly King, they knelt in awe and gratitude. The king restored the firefly's glow and declared Arian the guardian of light, tasking him with ensuring that the forest and its light were never misused again. Under Arian's watch, the village thrived, and the Firefly King's light remained a beacon of hope for generations. Arian learned that true light comes not just from fireflies or lanterns, but from a courageous and selfless heart.